What can philosophy do for American democracy?
Mainly, I think, just break through the crust of convention, as Dewey put it. For example, it's often said you got to have firm moral principles, otherwise, you're a relativist, irrationalist, and so on. Dewey was always accused of being a relativist and irrationalist because he didn't have firm moral principles. He, in modern jargon, I suppose you'd call him a situation ethics person. His line was, principles are all very well as sort of reminders of social practices, but they can't justify social practices. Nothing can justify a social practice except the consequences of...
Well, what would be an example of that? I mean, that's kind of an abstract way of talking.
Well, think about something like abortion. You try to figure out where you stand on abortion. Kant tells you human life is sacred. You must never do anything to impugn human dignity. That inclines you to respect the fetus as a human life. Mill tells you to maximize human happiness, which suggests you ought to allow abortion on demand. There you are, stuck between Mill and Kant. What people do is work out some wishy-washy compromise, like, okay, the fetus isn't human until 3 months or something. Nobody has any, argument why the fetus isn't human until 3 months. It's just... it's just the kind of compromise people can live with. And Dewey was a philosopher who said, yeah, that's the way it ought to work. That kind of wishy-washy compromise is okay. It's what you'd expect in a democracy. And if it looks unprincipled, okay, it looks unprincipled.
And